you ever stopped to wonder how you actually got to where you stand in life right now? What was the spark that set everything in motion? The moment that shaped who you are today? What's your story? We all carry the what-ifs, the almosts, the maybes. Those quiet doubts that whisper late at night, where would I be if I chose differently? At what point in my life did I develop such a deep fascination with cars? So powerful, it made me want to shape my entire future around an aesthetically pleasing metal box on four wheels. For most people, it runs in the family, but that wasn't the case for me. Aside from an uncle who owned a petrol station and began his career as a mechanic, any real interest in cars was practically non-existent in my immediate circle. Sure, like many kids, I mimicked engine sounds as a toddler, lined up my Matchbox cars in neat rows, and eventually fell in love with the prancing horse on the poster above my bed. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. The casual play became passion. My ownership didn't start well, as you might be able to conclude from the first episodes of this series. But at the same time, it made me have this true bond with the car throughout the first 12 to 18 months. After that, the fun of owning a modified air-cooled Porsche could finally begin. This brand makes you instantly feel at home in the community, and so many doors are held open for you to live the full experience. The latest and maybe best event I ever got the chance to attend was the HEIRZ Recycling Club event near Stuttgart this summer, which was held at the most rough and rugged industrial site you can possibly imagine. I had planned to make an entire episode about it, but then spontaneously decided to just enjoy the event rather than spend time taking shots that would possibly spoil my personal experience. This is why I tried to reduce my shots to the bare minimum and yet let you in on the glory of their event. The stark contrast between the top-level cars and the venue being a huge recycling site with all of its textures, materials and smells could not have been much stronger. HEIRZ is a rising star in the classic car community and sets a new foundation for what the future of automotive culture will be offering. The following images will never reflect the true personal vibe of any HEIRZ event, but I hope you will maybe have them on your radar for at least one of their numerous events throughout the year. Those few takes only scratched the surface of what was really taking place. After an exhaustingly hot day, it was time to wrap things up and head home. We had a 4-hour drive ahead of us, and we expected to arrive home at around 11 p.m. Driving a classic car with an aggressive alignment at night is extremely sketchy. Between this event and the next milestone with the 964 laid a very miserable summer with a lot of rain, thunderstorms, or temperatures above 35 degrees Celsius. Not a great time to take your classic car out, which explains why it was pretty silent on my channel for the past months. The next big outing was, like every year, a trip in the 964 to celebrate our wedding anniversary. We were heading to Düsseldorf for a day of shopping, sightseeing and enjoyment, combined with a pinnacle event which was the Ed Sheeran concert taking place in the Merkur Arena, able of accommodating 66,000 people. To top it all up, we chose a totally new and modern way to staying the night. Yes, I checked one more box on my bucket list by parking the 964 on the balcony of a hotel room. What an experience, what a sight. The concert was splendid, the feelings were high, the senses were touched, and we got to reminisce the most perfect day of our life. On our way home, we decided to take a small detour through the Eifel National Park to get to enjoy some winding roads. Back on the Autobahn, my numbers-based mind started rattling, and I started to realize that adding up the kilometers on the odometer with the kilometers left to go, we would arrive at our doorstep with exactly 199,964 kilometers at precisely 1911. I know this sounds stupid, but don't tell me I'm the only one spotting such combinations all over the place. This was a sign, this cannot be planned. And just like in episode 22, it shows me of how much of a unique and strong relationship we share. And I am not talking about the car. Taking this car to these places is not only about joy, it is about making memories.